This is episode 4 of the Creator Sit Down. Welcome back, boys and girls. My name is Nedley. Today I am joined by somebody who I have been watching since I basically started on Twitch. Somebody who I have tried to emulate, probably failed miserably at. Hopefully I can start calling him a friend at some point. BossBeardMan. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. What is up, brother? How you doing today?
Well, hello. It is an honor and a pleasure to be here with you.
No. It's all mine. Trust. So I would be remiss to ask, and this is going to date the episode, obviously, for the Evergreen. How are you dealing with your self-quarantining?
Nothing about me has changed in any way or shape or form. I normally leave the house I normally take Wednesdays and Sundays off to go do what I say is IRL stuff, which is just go shopping.
Yeah.
Laundry, clean up everything. It hasn't changed for me. I don't go anywhere. I stay home.
Look, I wish, dude. I wish. So,
yeah.
You stream over on Twitch, naturally. You also have a YouTube presence as well, and you are, also on Twitter. So, for those who don't know you, why don't you go ahead and describe your content real quick? How would you describe it? I guess is the real.
Oh wow.
Phrase.
Yeah. I've had people say like, I love you as a content creator. I don't know if I'm a content creator. I started out playing competitive Overwatch. I just played it, and I'm definitely one of those streamers that just plays video games and tries not to be bad at it while I'm playing it. Something, as long as I have an interest in it and I seem to be enjoying it, I can play a game for hours and hours. Right now, the very first game I started playing was competitive Overwatch, and I was ranked low, and basically I never really took it that super serious. And I said, well, when I play Overwatch, people are always saying things like, you have an amazing voice. You must have a really high quality microphone. The same exact stuff that you hear if you watch my stream. There's just constantly people saying that. Yeah. Well, they were saying it before, and I'm like, well, I could try it. I could do it. If everyone is telling me that I should give it a shot, I could always just give it a shot and try it.
Yeah. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? So, what's the harm in if you're already running, if you're already playing on PC, what's the harm in hitting that OBS live button and just seeing what happens, right?
That's true. That was Neil Armstrong, I believe.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah. The infamous hockey player, right? But it's a true statement in that fact, right? Like, a lot of people just start because, like, hey, why not? Like, that's kind of why I did. Also, I kind of wanted that social outlet. The story's age old at this point, but, like, I just did it so I could start, like, talking to different people. Because where I was at work, I wasn't really talking to anybody. I'm a fairly social butterfly. I like to dip into people's lives, kind of hang out for a little bit, and then just leave. And, make those lasting relationships where they're needed. But, I just like talking to people. It's something I've always enjoyed. Hence why I started wanting to do this, too.
Right.
But you just said, like, pardon the French, but fuck it. Let's go. Let's just try and see what happens.
I spent there's a lot of past a story, but basically I had just started a job working at an at-home customer service for a company, Best Buy.
Yeah.
And I was actually just doing customer service at home. And even when I was doing that, even the people calling to complain about the company, they would say things like, "Is this your job? Is this what you do? Are you sure?" Even after they were complaining about the company, and they would say that. And I had a small window of opportunity. I was spending some time with my family, my brother in Florida for a couple of months. And I just took that opportunity to try it. And one of my goals when I first started streaming is I wanted to, every single day, I want to interact with people and do things a little different than the day before. I wanted to meet new people, talk with people, and just, because I'm 40. I'm a little older. I would say I'm a non-traditional streamer. I'm on the older side, and I just really every single day. My goal was to meet and talk with different people, have a different experience today, or maybe like at the end of the day, have a new experience by the end of the day than what I started with.
Yeah,
and playing Overwatch, you definitely meet some new interesting people. Sometimes it gets repetitive the way, or the interaction, but you're always meeting new people and new characters through that medium, because the one thing that Overwatch has is a wide player base. Huge.
Yep. Big facts. No, totally. I started off playing Overwatch as well. You've stuck with it though. Like that's one thing that I've always kind of like been like, because like at a point, man, like I get to a point in a game, especially Overwatch, where like if I start playing it, like I instantly tilt. Like, and it's just the nature of the beast. I try to prevent it, but at the end of the day, there's not much that I can do to stop that. Just because it's so reliant on the team. So like, how do you stay sane? I guess is the real question with Overwatch.
Well, one of my most popular clips is of me just raging. Like one of the things that tilts me, and so I got super pissed today. I raged at people, and people in my chat was like, "I've never seen you do that." I'm like, one of the things that irritates me the most is when I go to do something. I play main tank. When I go in to do something and my team abandons me, or when I'm like, "You guys could have stepped forward and like helped me a little bit," I lose it. I become a toxic person. But I've had people say, "Boss, I don't know how you play this game. How do you play this game for 8 hours?" Because I used to play. I used to start streaming at like 8 in the morning and just go to like 8 to 6. Jeez. So it was like 8 or 9 hours. I'd just stream. And people like, I don't see how you can do this. How can you play Overwatch that long? And at the time, I think it was just my ignorance. Like there was things I didn't like understand about the game. And I was like, okay, I'm going to learn. But the more you learn about the game, things tilt you.
Oh yeah.
Like instantly, especially when you think that somebody's not doing what they need to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, that's the competitive side there. That just shows you that Overwatch is a highly competitive game, and you want to win. And like I want to get over there, and these guys are preventing me from getting over there. And I could get over there if it wasn't for my team. If my team would just do the things that they needed to do, and when I needed to do it, we could get over there to handle this problem. So it's infuriating. It's a human reaction to wanting to get over there, because that's what Overwatch is. Mm-hmm. You want to move something, or you want to get over there, and they're not letting me do it. It makes people mad. Angry.
Oh yeah, and I think that's the most tilting thing for me is just like the lack of team coordinate. Like if I'm rolling with a 6-stack, it's chaotic, but it's a more enjoyable experience, right? Because then you can just cast blame on somebody. And you can do it with pubs too, but at the end of the day, the effect that it has is probably slim to none, right?
Yeah, if you something that I did, I actually grouped with people from chat, and there's a lot of people who I have literally over a year I've been playing with the same people, and when you group with people, one of the reasons that a lot of streamers I think don't play with their viewers is because, especially a competitive game, who are you going to blame?
Yeah,
if something does, so if you're playing with a DPS and a healer and a tank, and the DPS are like, well, I'm not getting healed. Well, somebody from chat is going to, are you blaming me?
Yeah.
Because, so it can get toxic and heated, but I manage it pretty well. I do not do 6 stacks, and somebody's going to probably say, yes, you do. I saw you do a 6 stack.
I saw you do it.
Yeah. Because it can get heated and people can get pissed. There's clips where I invited people from the stream, and we go to do something and they went at each other,
really?
I've had oh my god, I've had moderators, and I've had actually some throw back and forth between mods and people and subscribers, and things blow up. So, but it's a learning experience.
So how do you deal with that then? Because I try to play too with people from chat, like when we're doing Rainbow Six or we're doing Overwatch for that matter, which happens few and far between anymore. Rainbow Six is just as tilting, but besides the point.
I have Rainbow Six. I should play it.
Oh man, good luck. That people say that community's toxic, and I've seen it every once in a while, but it's in my experience, it's all in what you make it. It's the same thing in Overwatch, right? If you go in with a positive attitude, let's go. We're gonna hit this. We're gonna roll some faces, and we're gonna get the dub here. People tend to be a bit more receptive to that, right? Which I've noticed that you try to do too. Yeah, you tend to shot call a lot too. So like, how'd you fall into that role? That kind of goes hand in hand with the main tank thing, though, I would imagine. Yeah,
main tanking, calling things out. You learn about the game, and things you pick up on things. You do it really quickly. Mm-hmm. It's not because my name is BossBeardMan. The thing behind he must be a boss. The reason behind the name, and I've told this story before, is that I was trying to come up with a name. I had like a very basic name before, and I'm like, well, if I'm going to stream on Twitch, I need to have a cool name. So I was going down the list, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm starting to grow a beard. What if somebody said, hey, that's a pretty boss beard man.
Oh.
And I'm like,
Oh.
it comes together. And then people in my chat will say things like, nobody says that. Nobody says boss. What are you talking about? I'm like, whatever. I don't care.
Look, that's
a pretty boss, that's a pretty boss beard, man. I'm like, okay. Because I have had people in public comment like, that's an amazing beard. How long did that take you?
How long did it take you?
Took facial hair grows at an average of a quarter inch a month, give or take.
Wait, really?
Yeah, supposed to be. But some hair grows longer than the rest. The hair right down the middle will grow slower than the sides because this is, just to keep your hair from getting in your mouth. So this will be a little slower. This will be a little quicker. But I've trimmed it. I have to keep it trimmed because at a certain point, it starts just getting. It's a mechanical and a logistical issue. At some point, I just made a new sub. I just made a new sub sound where it says a beard is what is it? A beard is a perfect representation of, or it shows that you have patience. Thank you for your resub. And because it does, to have a beard, you have to have a lot of patience, and you got to have a lot. You got to you go to do some work, you go to paint something, or you go to do some work on something. Your beard will start getting in the way. And I talked with somebody the other day that said that they have to tuck theirs into their shirt when they go to work or do something. So when you see somebody with a long beard, it's a hazard. It's always there in the way.
So I've gotten it probably down, and this is going to work for the audio, but I've gotten it down to here.
Right.
And then my wife was like, hey, you got to cut that off. And I'm like, oh, no, don't let me do it. Just because it takes forever to grow. But has anybody told you need to cut that?
No.
Good.
I'm 40 years old.
Keep it that way.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not concerned. I shave my head.
Yeah,
I keep this. So this is shaved, and I'm growing it out here, and it's not too bad. If people ask me how long, I think I have young men, and they I can't grow a beard. I'm like, you get time.
Mm-hmm.
Don't compare mine to yours.
Yeah,
you have to let it go. You have to just let it grow, and it takes dedication, and you have to, when you have that strong feeling of, I think I might shave my beard. No, you got to go to sleep. Don't do it. You wait to the next, because you might feel different. You go to bed thinking, I might do something. You wake up the next day and you don't have that feeling anymore. So you got to wait at least one day. Anytime you think you're going to shave, just wait one day.
How often do you get food stuck in it?
I've gotten pretty good. I use a straw to drink out of.
Smart.
People will, as soon as they see me drink the coffee out of the straw, they're like, the old mustache straw. Because if you got a mustache, you know what it's like. Because when you drink something, you would have to have a paper towel and dab every single time. And you see people do that on stream. I'll watch streamers who have beards, and they drink and then they dab. I watch Bajira, and I was watching him the other night. He's a World of Warcraft. He's actually a bodybuilder. And he took a big swig of his water. He got this big jug of water, and he got a paper towel, and he had to dab his mustache. I'm like, I know how that is.
I feel the struggle, brother. I feel it.
But the way I've read this before, I'm just kind of regurgitating what other people have said. You wash your beard when you get something in it. Mm-hmm. So if you eat like cream cheese, and you get that, or milk, you get that in your beard, you're going to want to wash. You want to shampoo that beard.
Oh yeah.
You don't want to have you don't want to smell it. You don't want to smell something like that. But also you don't want to overwash it.
Yeah.
It's a struggle. It's one of those things.
What's daily maintenance time look like? I'm fascinated with beards. Right. I wish that the wife would allow me to grow one.
It's funny because you do get beard oil, and you get some product to put in your beard because it will get dry. Mm-hmm. And it'll get dry, and you don't want it to break because you spent this much time growing it.
Yeah.
So you got to take care of it. And I didn't take care of my hair on my head, and now I don't have any hair on my head anymore.
I'm working on it. It's all leaving now.
Yeah. Are you going to keep it that way, or are you thinking about shaving it?
I'm probably gonna. Chad tells me I need to shave it every day. So
you should try. But you have this funny feeling in your tummy. You're like, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know if I can pull the trigger just yet. I'm 29. I'm gonna be 30 this year. At some point, I can't go. I don't know. Part of me is I can't go full. I can't go full old man boomer on this and just shave it all off, right? Because then what, right? I got to try and keep some semblance of something, but at the same token, right? This looks dumb. This patch in between looks dumb, and then there's streaks all up in here too. Like it's going.
It's definitely up to you. Like if you, I don't know, you're married, so maybe your wife is, you know, if she does, if it's you and your wife, nobody else, you know, fuck everybody else, right?
Yeah.
What they may think. And I mean, can you wear a hat at your job? Because you could always say, you know what, let me just see what my head looks like. Because you don't really know it. Yeah. Okay. You can't do that. Okay. Yeah. Because you don't know what your head might look like. You might have a jacked up head.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I didn't know because I wasn't working and I wasn't going anywhere. This was before I was streaming. And I said, fuck it, let's do it. And I got the clippers and I shaved it. And I just used the trimmers. And I went back and sit down, and I probably sit down and played a game of Overwatch. And a few minutes later, I said, you know, nah, fuck this. I need to dedicate to if I'm going to do it, let me go do it. So I went and got shaving foam and a razor.
Oh man.
And I shaved it. And that, luckily my head isn't that bad. You know, it's not perfect, but it's not so bad where it's ugly.
Yeah. You don't have the weird flat spot on the side of your head that makes it look like a trapezoid.
Right. Unless I wear headphones. You ever see the streamers when they take their headphones off and they got like a dent?
Yep.
That happens to me. I got a nice little dent. Yeah. I should take a picture of it sometime.
Oh yeah, I want to see it. I want to see it.
I'll do it.
So you've brought up streaming for 8 hours, numerous. Are you a full-time streamer?
Yeah.
That's all you do?
That's all I do.
How is that? So I mean, I work and I do this, you know, after everybody goes to bed, and this is like the me time, right? How is streaming full time? Because for me personally, I would probably at this point would not have any hair left, just from stress.
It's not so bad, or it's. Basically, I don't have, I'm not married. I don't have any kids. It would be different if I was married and had children or something, some like big responsibility. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be able to, I don't make enough to cover, you know, having that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But just me, just how I live at the small footprint that I have, it's, you know, and also I have, you know, good months and like bad months. I have months where, you know, I have a lot of bits and donations and subscribers, which are awesome. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You just hit 100. Congrats.
Yeah.
I saw that message come through.
Yeah, I think I've been up to like, I think I made it up to like 107 one time. Like my birthday was in October.
Yeah.
And I think I got a bunch of gifted subs. But I've been asked this question before, and I told them that you can't really compare me to like a normal person. I really do kind of fit the profile of somebody who could stream because I don't have a car, I don't have a vehicle. I don't live with anybody. I live with myself. So that's how I do it now. In terms of like just streaming for the hours, normally the first 6 hours are good. Like the first 6 hours, your mind is sharp.
Yep.
And like you're so focused. But after like 6 or 7 hours, you start getting kind of like done of it. Like you're like, oh, I'd rather. It's like some people just change games normally. Mm-hmm. I look at because you do. I look like watch Summit 1G. That man played Warzone like 12, 15, 16 hours.
I don't know.
Like I went to bed one night and woke up and he was still playing. I'm like, God damn. That's he just he gets in that mindset of that competitiveness and he can just keep going.
Yeah.
And he doesn't rage when he dies. He does get disappointed sometimes, but when I lose, like if I lose and lose and lose, I'm like, fuck this. This is making me feel bad. I do that with Overwatch. The other day I lost one game and I stopped. I'm like, fuck this. I'll go to Warzone.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I died the very first game. We fought, and it was the last struggle. And man, we were like doing so good, and then we lost. And I'm like, nope. Exited the game. Went and played Call of Duty Warzone like the rest of the day because I was like, I can't do it. I am not in a place that can handle this.
So you do submit to the tilt then?
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, at some point, I guess you would, especially with that, you'd have to, right? So like, so you do something interesting that I wish I could try to do, which is a bit unconventional, right? Of you not all the time, but probably about 50 to 60% of the time, you'll start off with a certain game right now. Like you played WoW today, and yesterday you played
Doom.
Exactly. Sorry.
Great game. If you haven't played it,
fantastic game.
It's a really fun game. As soon as I was playing, I'm like, I'm gonna play. As soon as I beat the game, I'm like, I'm gonna play this again.
Yep. Because
like I'm gonna play it again. I'm gonna unlock everything.
Yep.
I played it at kind of a I guess I kind of played it at kind of a pussy difficulty because everyone who plays that game plays it on like Rampage or like hard or like really high difficulty.
Yeah.
And I just put it on like the 1-up, like the Hurt Me Plenty. That's where I put it. And I still died a lot and got lost and like whatever. And there were some parts that I was like kind of hard. But I think most streamers put it on like Rampage or Nightmare.
Yep.
So I guess when I play it next time, I'll probably do that.
I bump it up to ultra violence, and then then I realize how bad I am at that, and then I just keep beating my head against the wall until the wall breaks.
It's even playing it on Hurt Me Plenty. There was points where I'd run out of ammo, or I would there was something you basically I had to keep playing this one part over and over again until I figured out exactly what demons was there, where the power-ups were at, where the ammo was at, and then what I had to do to do it. And then once you do it, you're like, oh, I could do this again. Like when I finally beat these certain bosses in these certain like areas, I'm like, that wasn't nearly as hard as what I kind of showed it was. Yeah. So it was a lot easier. Once you know the strategy, it gets easier. So I can understand why people play Doom, because they did this with Doom 2016. You play it, you beat it, and then you up the difficulty and you do it again.
Yep.
So then they get on the leaderboard, then they get all the fame. So
exactly. No, it's how does so I was talking about this yesterday in stream where Hugo Martin, the lead designer, basically calls that game combat chess, especially with Doom Eternal, right? Because they've added a lot more into it like that, where you're juggling all your different resources, right? And there's different ways to gain more armor. You use the what is it called? The flame burst
belch.
Or whatever the hell's flame belch. Thank you, because I burped. And that's the joke, to get more armor, and then you chainsaw to get more ammo, and then you glory kill to get more life, and it's just a push and pull between all of that, which is what makes that game like, honestly, like the story in Doom Eternal. I don't know, the narrative around it. I'm still building my thoughts on. Doom 2016 was fantastic. It wasn't so in your face. It was quietly behind the scenes, but it was still well written if you read all the codex and everything like that. It was a good balance of camp and seriousness, which was like perfect. Doom Eternal, I'm still struggling with that side of it, but just the second to second combat play of that is absolutely like second to none at this point in my opinion on that. Doom Eternal, that's why I'm going to go back to it again tonight. So
yeah, I'm not a fanboy of Doom. I don't think I've ever played it before. I think Doom actually, I know of Doom. I've watched people play Doom. I'm aware of Doom. I know where it came from. I know how it originally spread around, but I've never played it. Doom. I just played Doom 2016. So Doom Eternal was coming out on Friday. This was like a Wednesday or Tuesday, and I'm like, I think I'm going to get Doom Eternal, because this will be my very first AAA $60 game that I'm going to buy, other than Call of Duty, that has like first-person shooter. It's a campaign mode. And I'm like, you know what? Doom 2016, that's only $20. You've never played it before. You could get that, play through that for a couple of days, and then you'll be ready for that, And that's what I did. So I played Doom 2016 for 2 days, and then Doom Eternal.
Yep.
Yeah, Doom Eternal is at least 3 times more mechanical and logistics. Doom 2016 is you're handling your machines, you're handling your equipment, multiple weapons are of course the weapons are different. The mods the weapons are the same, give or take.
Yeah,
the mods are the same, give or take. But you're using the chainsaw more, you're using the equipment a lot more, so it does make it. And you have the dash, and you have the double jump at the very beginning, and then you get the double the dash. So and I had people come into my chat, and say, "Oh, you're," because when you look at these suits talent system, it's different colors. It's blue, green, yellow for the eyes, green for the grenade, Then there's like the orange is the environmental, and somebody's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you're going to need environmental later on. You definitely want to get that.
Yeah.
And you realize later on, yep, yeah, you do need that. It makes things a lot easier.
Oh, those are the hot strats then. Hey,
You're going to
write that down. I gotta write that down.
How far are you in the game?
Third mission right now.
Oh, okay.
So
well,
we just got to that. Yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah, we're just now dipping our toes in.
Yeah, I watched. Let's see. I watched Lyric play it on his sub Sunday. He started playing it, and he had a blast with it. He loved it. And I watched. What's the guy's? He does the YouTube Angry video game. Angry Joe.
There it is.
Angry Joe. And I watched him play it, and he has the whole fucking suit. Like this guy went all. He has the Doom guy suit and the helmet, and he was playing on like one of the higher difficulties. And he was getting stomped, but he enjoyed it. It's fun. One of the issues I had was I was running out of ammunition because you got to keep using your chainsaw.
Yep.
So, and I told everybody in chat, listen, I'm just going to figure out how to play this game right when I beat it. Right when I get done with the game, that's when my muscle memory and my fingers and everything will start working just right when I beat the boss.
Yep. 1,000%. So how do you decide what games you're going to play on stream then? Because you kind of jump to, and it's a lot like kind of like what I do. I just kind of play whatever I feel like playing. But like a lot of people have like but you always have the Overwatch backup, right?
Right.
So like Overwatch is like the consistent game, which is great to have. I wish I did. I wish I had the mental fortitude to stick with something for that long. But like the pre Overwatch stream time when you're normally playing something different or after the tilt, how do you decide what you're gonna play? This is for me personally because like I'm always curious to how people pick what they're going to do.
What game was it? Well, I played a hell of a lot of Overwatch. I started streaming in November of 2018, and that's all I did was just Overwatch. And once in a while, I would do like something, but normally you don't get a lot of viewers when you jump from one game to another. Which, of course, at the same time, it depends on what you constitute as a lot of viewers. I think having 3 or 4 people in your chat talking is great.
Mm-hmm.
So if when I play Overwatch, I've got 20, 30. Sometimes I get rated with like 35 or 40 or something.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. But I'm cool with like whatever. I think it's a blast that people. I think it's really awesome when people come by and just hang out and talk and chat.
Yeah.
And everything. It's pretty spectacular. If you stop to think about it, it's pretty amazing that people out of everyone on Twitch, people have come by to talk with you and hang out with you. You've got people in your chat. You've got 2 or 3 people there.
I can't look at chat right now.
You can't. Oh, you can't. Okay. But they're there, and that's awesome. It really is something that it really depends on what I would like to play. Call of Duty is fun. Something that you can kind of get into. I'd love to play those kind of games like a lot longer, like World of Warcraft. I told Chad that tomorrow I'm probably going to play WoW a little longer. They've got they got an experience bonus. I got them alts I could level.
Exactly.
So why not just do the dungeon? And some people find it entertaining. Some people come by and talk and chat. And I had people come by later in the day when I was on Overwatch, and they were like, "Oh man, I wanted to come by and watch you play WoW." And I'm like, "Well, I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to be playing World of Warcraft tomorrow." I don't have a lot of money to reinvest into a lot of games. That's why buying Call of Duty Modern Warfare was pretty big, because I bought the second, I think it was the $50 or the $55 version of the game. And due to anyway, I bought it to play competitively because it is a cross-platform game, which allows console and PC players to play. I'm like, this is gonna be fucking great. People can come in and we can play, and I do it. But there was a driver bug. There was a driver issue that would actually, because of NVIDIA and OBS, it would actually crash my stream, and I was unable to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare all the way up until the end of the very first Battle Pass season, which was like, I think like January, the end of January, close to February.
What was the issue?
There was an issue where even if you had the latest drivers, there was an issue where at the end of the game, and there would be like a little cutscene of your people walking, of like your group walking, loading the screen. Something would cause OBS to crash, and it was some level of a driver issue, some conflict, something eternal. Some people would have it, Some people wouldn't.
Huh.
And there was jack shit I could do. So I'd spend $70 for that game, couldn't play it, and I'm like, this is disappointing. And then all of a sudden, NVIDIA says, hey, look at these new drivers. And guess what? One of the problems it fixes. It literally said in the fix, this fixes the crashing with OBS and Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And that was it. And I was finally, after 3, because I forgot when it came out, in November, I think, or October.
Something like that. I want to say October.
I was finally able to play it. And I played that for at least like every single day for 2 to 3 hours, almost 4 hours a day. I played like 3 to 4 hours of Call of Duty and then 3 or 4 hours of Overwatch.
Mm-hmm.
Which is great, you know, and I definitely want to go back to it, but it's okay to take a little break, you know, and then go back to it. I don't really have a specific thing. I love the idea of playing MMORPGs. I would love to be one of those people that could, like, you know, jump into the game and like create a character and play. MMORPGs are not the best spectator.
No,
they're not. You know, that's a game that you normally, unless you yourself is super entertaining, when you're playing it, it's not something that a lot of people watch.
Yeah.
But at the same time, as long as you, as the streamer, if you're having fun and you're being entertaining, you know, it still works out. You know, people, the viewers will watch it and talk with you and interact with you about it.
I've never actually tried to stream them. It's because, like, for me, like, I've tried to, like, watch. Like, I play Final Fantasy 14. Not so much right now, just because there's more stuff happening. Just A, personally, but B, like, games coming out and stuff like that. But, like, I don't think I could ever carry that, because it's to be frank, it's fairly rote and boring to watch. Right? It's just walking around and clicking cooldowns, which is just like, okay, fantastic.
It is the what makes MMORPG so fun is normally when you set a goal. So if I, for example, when I'm going to play tomorrow, it'll be like coffee with BossBeardMan. Oh yeah, leveling, and I'm going to be like, I'm going to try to get to level 55. I'm going to try to dungeon grind, and do it. But yeah, generally MMORPGs, it comes down to like the person playing. Because you get, like I mentioned Bajira earlier, and he plays, you know, World of Warcraft PvP, and he's got a bunch of viewers that watch him. But you know, I think that what normally happens is you, as a streamer, you build the people who like you as a person, as a character, when you're playing like Overwatch, and then you go and play something else, and you might have half or less than half viewership. But those are people who are just there to see you. They're not really worried about the game.
Yeah.
You know, which is great. That's incredible. You know, it's really cool.
You're super humble. And it's actually refreshing when you see somebody like yourself who's just excited to have, like you said before, 3 or 4 people in chat.
Yeah.
You say,
I was playing WoW this morning, and I had 3 or 4 people in there, and we were just talking while I was dungeoning.
What keeps you in that mind state? Like, I do that, but every once in a while I get in my own head, and I'm like, everything's falling apart, the world is crumbling, right? Like, how do you stay in that zone? Let's see. Sometimes I think what keeps me there, number one, Overwatch. I can play Overwatch, and people will pile in. Like, I'll have like 15, 20, 27 people. I went from having 4 to 5 people playing World of Warcraft. I started playing Overwatch, and there were like 27 people had come by, and that's a pretty big number for a small streamer. You know, going and doing that. I think it is. It's huge. No, it is. 100%.
Sometimes I've got that feeling like that if I had to start completely over. I think I told somebody this one time. That if I had to start completely over with 0 views, I'd just start over. I would just start playing these games, and if nobody, eventually you'd start building a base, and more people would show up. If I really like lost my shit with Overwatch, you got a visitor.
No.
Is that your daughter?
Yeah, looking for the cat.
You're lucky she was. Oh, okay. You're lucky she was wearing clothes. Yeah,
you're very. Yes, we are very lucky. I'd be.
Yeah,
delete VOD.
I was. Send it back. No, I had that happen to me. I was visiting my brother his family, and I was recording a video just testing things out. I think it was my nephew came in behind me and he did a little dance, not wearing any underwear, and I'm like, I'm not okay. Which is a lesson you learn, right? When you got kids,
It's true.
you lock the door, you don't, you make sure the camera's at an angle, and stuff like that.
No, totally. Yeah, she does that. She does that. I've streamed with her before too. She super likes. Whoa, that was weird feedback. The hell is that? What is that? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly fine.
Okay,
I don't hear anything.
That was bizarre. I don't know how to look into that. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out, because like my cat will just jump up all the time, and my kids run behind all the time, and my 15-year-old son, who helped me with my Pepsi bath video / stream, he'll come in and just do like hand gestures over here.
Yeah.
Child will be like, hand, I see a hand, cat, kid. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Well, you're streaming in your is that a living room?
Yeah,
kitchen?
it's my living room area. Our place is we're looking to move here and get into a bigger spot, so that way I can have my own space for this. But
yeah,
you make it work,
you would have to do a streaming room, have like a specific area.
I'm excited.
And it's yours.
It's already
and all
planned out.
It's already your plan. There you go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's already.
I've got something like that here. A couple of weeks ago, I put some of these like walls in. They kind of block the sound in a different light. Upgraded a few things, but let's see. We were talking about the viewers and the games and something. But yeah, if I ever completely lost my mind and said no more Overwatch, and I have come close. I will admit that I have gotten to points where I'm like, I'm not playing this fucking game.
Yeah.
I'm done. Like, this is like, it makes me feel bad. When I play with people from chat, it makes them feel bad because people are so like, I want to play with you. And I'm like, okay, we can play, but and you get into game and somebody's not doing something, somebody rages and then they get mad. And then if you lose 5 games in a row, they start feeling bad about it. And I start feeling bad. I'm like, fuck this.
It is double bad for you, right? Because not only are you losing games, but then you're bringing more people in to lose games.
Yep.
Which also super sucks.
Right. It does. Yep. Especially when people really want to play with you.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the bad part. Like I turned people down today and they said, hey, can I, I want to play, or I'll play support or something. I was like, because I'm just not right now. I just don't feel like, doing that. But by the weekend, I probably will feel different. And I'm like, yeah, let's fucking go. Let's all get in here and let's all play. But, I think people understand. I used to feel really bad about it. But now I think it's for my own well-being, just to take a break from grouping and just play a couple of games solo. And I had good and bad games today. I played, I'd have to look and see. I think I played at least 21 or 22 games of Overwatch today.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And I think I had more. I think I had 2 wins more than losses, which was pretty good.
Hey, that's a positive.
Yeah, better. Especially for Overwatch. Yeah,
that's moving up. Echo, what do you think? Since we're talking about Overwatch,
I think it's very unique. The idea of taking somebody over, copying somebody. So my first instinct is, okay, well, that means if I'm main tanking and I die, Echo copies the enemy main tank, and she can main tank until I get back.
Yeah.
And I was told, like, then I was told by the chat, like, why would she do that? She would just copy the DPS and kill everybody. I'm like, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm not a game developer. I'm not a stratagem. Stratagems, whatever. But very unique. Jeff Kaplan very specifically said that the characters that they were going to be introducing were going to be designed to create chaos. And he used the word chaos multiple times, so apparently that's what he wants to do. He wants to create chaos in the game.
That is going to be complete chaos.
Yeah.
Do you follow Overwatch League at all?
No.
No? Really? Why not?
I'm going to be honest, I don't. I watch it from time to time. I don't know their names. I don't know their team.
That's fair.
I don't know. I like it. I enjoy watching it. I don't actually watch other streamers who play Overwatch. There's some of them that I catch. Emong, of course, Valkia, who plays mostly Pharah. He was the very first person to ever raid me. Was Valkia with like 400 or 500 people? Yeah, like a long time ago, like at the end of 2018, and I didn't know who he was. I got rated. Yeah, I got rated the other day. I was playing Doom, and we're jumping topics.
That's fine. No, that's the whole point.
I was playing Doom, and I had like 700 people. I was rated by like 700. This streamer who plays Halo, and I got like I think it was like 400 or 500, 600 people, and I'm like, this is awesome. And it was going by so fast. I'm like, now wait a minute, which one of you rated? What's your name?
Who?
His name was Geek. D Geek something. I sent him a whisper later. I got a buttload of followers, and anyway, so Valkyrie was the first person to rate me, and I watch him because he's just really good.
Yeah,
really good at Pharah, and he plays it. He's like top 500, and watching them play is I would love to play at that level. I think it would be an absolute blast to play at like Diamond or Masters or something. I would love to get in on that action, and play with people at that level. But unless I join like a scrim team, with something like that, because I did join a scrim team one time, and it was basically a bunch of, no offense to anybody, but they were ill-experienced. They were gold, just touching platinum, and I played with them for like 2 hours one night, and I kind of picked up on a few things. And once again, no offense, but I deal with that all day long, of people like not knowing what to flex to. And I really wasn't. And I told the person who set it all up, I'm like, if you got like room for like experienced people in a team of like platinum, diamond experienced players, I'm totally down to do that.
Yeah.
But I just was not in a mental state I can handle, especially if I stream all day, because that's what you're dealing with all day. You're dealing with people who I don't know what to flex to. I only play this one hero. So,
have you ever thought about starting your own scrim group to play and get better with?
People have told me from forever. People have been saying you should definitely like join one of those Discords. I forgot the name. The former Overwatch League coach, Jay.
Oh, Jane.
Yeah, Jane. They told me to go to his Discord and like tell people who I am and what I do. And like there would be people 100% willing to like group with me and like form a team or a scrim group. I just need to do it. You know, if I was, see, that's the thing. If I was so dedicated, if I was going to do it, I should do it. I should do it, shouldn't I? I should definitely.
I would say yes.
Yeah.
Overwatch is your bread and butter. You seem to enjoy it for the most part, right? The tilt is whatever, right? But if you're playing with a group of, and this may actually help that problem, right? If you're playing with a group of people who you play with constantly, who you know how they play, you know flex to, and who know what they're doing, like you can make a run at being Diamond Masters. I don't see why not. You're a super competent Reinhardt, super competent main tank.
See. Here's the kicker, though.
Uh-oh.
I have been told repeatedly that if you're good, you'll get there. So if you're Twitch chat, they know everything. So I've been told that if you are a diamond Reinhardt, you will be in diamond.
But see, you also hear in the Overwatch community that you get hard stuck in plat.
If we are believing in hard stuck. And it's very possible I believe it is a thing to be hard stuck in a particular elo. Yes, it's possible that you can be hard stuck in platinum and gold. I will say that I believe in it. I have faith in it. But see, then people counter with, if you are good enough, you will climb. It's hard. I don't know.
But see,
maybe I should do it.
But my thought process, and I've toyed with the idea as well, this would be the only thing that would get me back into Overwatch and playing it more regularly, was to have a group of people that I was playing with constantly.
Right.
Only because that way, everybody's growing together. Like I said, there's you can't discount the camaraderie of people and how much that can carry a team forward. When you were solo queuing by yourself, and me as well, right? Like, and you play with the four 12-year-olds who are just like playing for the memes and the lulz, right? Yeah, exactly. Like playing DPS Moira. There's only so much you can do to carry that. The Overwatch is inherently a team game. It's like
I agree.
It's not like COD or CS where you can hard carry and you can 1v3 and it's more manageable.
That's true.
Overwatch is inherently, which is the pros of it and the cons of it from my perspective as well, right? Is like it's so inherently team focused, and when you're just queuing, you can't control that control factor.
It's a random set of random things. You can't control your players. You can't control what they pick because Overwatch is an insanely complicated game.
Mm-hmm.
Because not only do you have 6 people on your team who are going to, their play styles and their abilities are going to be random. You're going up against 6 people who are going to pick different heroes. Their play styles are going to be different. So the people who play the game professionally, I mean, it's amazing that they're able to do as much work as they do. And I think the Blizzard deserves more credit than what they get because they have a game that you have scrubs play, new players who don't know nothing.
Yep.
And then you got people who are like me who are trying to climb and get better. And then you got these professional people who play in tournaments. And the game is the same for everybody. So it's pretty impressive.
And you know, it's Blizzard has a tough thing with Overwatch on their hands, right? Where there's just so many different variables that they have to control for it that inherently something's going to be broken. And the Overwatch community is insane on this front of just about yelling about anything that they don't like, really. Right. I mean, I guess that's most games, but like, I guess I pay attention to Overwatch still like a lot. And like, God, how long did we have to hear about goats?
Right.
Forever, dude. Like, I don't know. It's always a tough scenario with that because there's just so many control factors that they have to balance for. But for what it is, I don't like hero. What are your thoughts on hero pools?
I don't like them.
Why?
I like being able to change. I like being able to change. If I need to counter something, there was a day that we went up against a Bastion. I wanted to go Sigma. I wanted to eat it, get a huge shield, get in behind, stun him, all this stuff. You can't do it. You can't go Roadhog. You can't hook. You can't halt and hook.
Who's out of the pool right now?
Roadhog and Sigma, Doomfist, and Brig. And I think it changed. I guess it's going to change. It's coming Tuesday, I guess. I don't like them. Jeff made the comment that if it doesn't work for this season, that they will remove them next season. I would like for them to remove them because I would like to be able to flex around and go everywhere that I want to go. I think that's how Overwatch was originally designed, was the idea of being able to change. So if the enemy team has got something, you just go Brig. I mean, when you're not able to go Mei or not able to go Ana when you want to sleep or anti somebody, it sucks.
I mean, nobody needs to go Mei. Just get rid of her.
Right.
It's fine.
Right. You got to stall that second point on Hanamura. Somebody's got to go Mei. You got to ice block. You got to wall yourself in that corner.
I was working on a montage video. I actually need to finish it. It's been like months in the making now, but it's basically every time I kill a Mei, I'm just gonna clip it and put it in that, and then put it to some music because like my disdain for Mei, she's like the character that's designed to not let anybody have fun. Right?
It's very satisfying as a Reinhardt and a Mei use block, and you go 5, 4, 3, 2, and you charge on the 1. And you get her because she doesn't have time to put a wall up. And I'll actually, even when I'm playing support and she blocks, I say 5, 4, 3, 2, get her. And like as soon as you hit the 1, you could, and people are like, "That's amazing, that's so awesome." I'm like, I know, and it feels so good.
That's amazing.
Yep. It's amazing. It is
amazing.
It's
Come on.
It's cool. It's cool. You can't even say it's cool. It's so cool that you can do that.
Because Mei is just unbelievable.
I've just been doing it for so long. You mentioned earlier about me calling stuff out. I'm so used to it now. Calling discords. Calling Zarya has no bubble. She has no projection. She has no self. Mei has no cube. Mei has no wall. Reaper has no wraith. Mei has no wraith. Or Moira has no wraith. You just go down the list and it's like Zenyatta has trans. When a fucking Reinhardt has shattered because he starts doing that.
Because
he starts doing that shield sway back and forth. Like, that fucker's got it. He's just looking. He's looking for it. He's either going to be cool with it or he's going to waste it. That's what I do. I'm about to waste this. I don't even think about it. I'm like, it's not going to land. So when it does, that's why people get excited when you shatter. You know that because most of your shatters fail.
Oh yeah.
It's like you miss it because you go to shatter and there could be like 5 people in front of you and you shatter and there's nobody there. They all ran away and you completely wasted that ultimate. You're like, fuck it.
Or the other Ryan put the shield up right away, and you're like, oh, well, there's that.
Yep. Or a Zarya bubbled, or a Mei cubed.
Yep.
And you're like, ugh.
So
and they can do it too.
So what are the next steps for you, man? Are you like you're gonna keep playing Overwatch? Where are you gonna go from here?
Where am I going?
Where are you looking to go? What is your hopefully you have a goal for streaming, like most of us do, right? Do you not, or do you just fly by night?
I don't know, man. I don't know if I've ever had the only goal I've ever had was just doing something different. I did have a goal for 2020. I wanted to play more games that I could complete, because something I've never done is I've never played I played Hellblade, and I beat that. It was fun. I played the two Tomb Raider games, which are an absolute blast to play. Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. So I set that goal for 2020. I'm like, 2020 is going to be my year. I want to play more what I call completion games. I wanted to beat them. I didn't want to go backwards, and by going backwards, I didn't want to start going back and playing like I re-downloaded all the MMORPG, and I'm like, I could play those. Like I could really make a character. I'm like, no, hold on, I don't want to go backwards. If I'm going to do it, let me, play something I haven't played before.
Yeah.
But as for the stream, I don't know. Do you mean getting partnered?
It could be anything. Well, look. Mine is actually just to beat games on stream.
Beat games on stream.
That's all.
I would like to be partner on Twitch, which you need 75 concurrent viewers.
Yep.
And one of my issues is I stream so damn much. I stream so much, so my concurrent viewership is always low, because I stream a lot. Which is fine. I'd like to be partnership just to show Twitch that I'm serious. Of course, I have to give it to Twitch and their algorithms. I do get people come by and say, hey, I saw you on recommendations.
Really?
Twitch recommended you to me. Like, these are some streamers that you might like, and you were there. And I'm like, that's awesome. Thank you, Twitch, for doing that. That's really cool. I think their algorithm for doing that probably is if you're consistent. Like, if you stream,
I could see that
every day, and you're in the same category. And I don't take my shirt off, and I don't.
Oh man, come on! When we get that stream?
I think I'm also in a unique category because of my age, and the stuff that I do, I'm not, because some streamers, some people do all kind of stuff when they play games, and I love XQC, when he gets mad and he slams at this, but I love him. I love XQC. He's a wonderful character. I love Lyric. I've been watching Lyric forever,
really?
Way back when. Lyric.
Yeah.
I was watching. He was he used to do the RP of Arma 3 RP way back, and I used to listen. I used to watch that and then listen to the VOD, or it was just incredible.
Man.
There's Summit 1G, all these are people who when they used to get 1,000 viewers, they were hyped about that. Now they get 10, 20,000 viewers. 30,000 viewers, and Dr. Disrespect. Who doesn't like this Dr. Disrespect? Love that dude. Really? He's a wonderful character.
I think I can't say that.
See, this is just my opinion about streaming. You've got 3 types of streamers. I'm gonna hit you with it.
All right, let's go.
You've got the streamers who have character. These are characters. These are people who, they're a unique type of person. Their viewpoints are different. They act in a unique way when they're playing a video game. They're not really good at the video games, like myself. I'm not really good at the games that I play, but I still enjoy them, and I talk and I do that stuff. Then you've got the people who are just fucking ridiculously good. Summit 1G, Shroud. These people, Sacro. You put these people in front of a game that's got a gun in it,
the government
they're going to win. They're going to win, right? Shroud is going to win any game he plays. Summit 1G is insane. Even Dr. Disrespect, he's really good.
Yeah.
He's got his character there, but he's really good. Lyric is another one of these people who just dominates. And then you got the people who are a combination of those two things. You've got the people who are insane characters and they're really good at the games.
Yeah.
And I think you might have a fourth category there for the people who like the just chatting crowd.
I call that the niche category, right? Because
right.
they
the
fill
girls
a need.
and the girls and the guys who watch YouTube reaction video, or like they'd watch that, which is completely different than I think the other part of Twitch, which is fine. If you enjoy watching those people, I don't watch them. I don't know their names.
I mean, people do. It's the top growing category on Twitch right now is just chatting.
Yeah, I've never sat down and watched. The only other streamer that doesn't play games that I normally watch is a female streamer by the name of K Pike Fashion, and she's a female body artist who paints her body in like Marvel and comic characters, and she's been doing it for years.
Didn't she just get like canceled for a minute not that long ago? One of them, one of those, not canceled. This one, banned her.
This one is like, she's professional. Like but I've been watching her because of her personality. Her and her husband, I think it was her. They worked together. They streamed together. They had like this wonderful idea of every time somebody subscribed, they would blow up she would do a balloon animal, and she'd write their name on it and put it in a pile. And then at the end of the month, there was this huge pile of balloons in the back with everybody's name on it. I thought that was great.
Amazing idea, actually.
And she has like this wonderful personality, but like once in a while it'll pop up and I'll watch it. But I think she's the only non-gaming streamer I watch. Of course, you got to watch Soda Poppin' when he opens his PO box. You ever watch those streams?
Yes.
People send him all these boxes. Because you watch that and you're like, man, that'd be so awesome. People send you stuff, and he gets cow shit.
Yeah.
He gets like,
it's so good.
Like, what is this? And he opens it and is like, oh, that's shit. But I like that kind of stuff is great. I was watching Soda Poppin' back when he was playing World of Warcraft. Back when he was PvP, and that was just such a blast to like watch him play.
I just learned about him not that long ago. I had one of my buddies in chat, Thug, was like, "You got to watch this Soda Poppin' thing. You probably like Soda Pop." I'm like, I don't know who you're talking. I like I said, I didn't start like actually exploring Twitch until I started streaming, which was about 9 months ago.
Oh, so, I love Twitch. Twitch got me through. Yeah, Twitch got me through a lot of like stuff. I used to spend nights like just leaving the VODs on and listening to Soda Poppin', Lyric, Summit 1G when he first started. I used to watch Summit 1G when he was working at like a customer service facility, and he was streaming like War Z, which is had to go. I think it's been shut down now. And I used to like, oh, he's online. I'm gonna watch that. And now one of my favorite streamers is Duck Sauce. You know who Duck Sauce is?
No.
Duck Sauce, Matthew Rhodes.
I'm writing it down now.
Yeah, well, he doesn't stream.
Oh no,
he streams once in a while, but he used to stream all the time. He was an incredibly unique character. He became the voiceover guy for movies. His name is Matthew Rhodes, and he was an actor, good-looking man, incredibly good-looking, son of a bitch, gorgeous, wonderful set of hair, and a wonderful voice. And he played World of Warcraft. And there's this great story where he was like playing World of Warcraft, and he was dueling people in front of Ogremar. And somebody came by and he dueled him and he won. And the guy's like, "Fuck you, you cheated." He's like, "Fuck you, I'm streaming. Come by and look at me." And that's how Duck Sauce got started. And he started getting more and more people. And I love Duck Sauce. I love Twitch. I don't, Twitch will probably never hear this, but I love Twitch. Like, I think it's a great service. I completely understand there's a lot of people watching the IRL stuff, but I think it's a great opportunity, and it's a blast to I've always looked at it like Twitch is this giant like flea market that lets you come and sit down and put out your wares, and people come by, and sometimes people stop, sometimes people chat, sometimes they keep walking, which is perfectly fine. But they give you that opportunity. I don't mind the commercials. People don't like the commercials. You mentioned the commercial when you first pulled up the stream. Yeah. I don't mind them. I'm like, they got to get paid. They got to get paid. And I have ad block. But of course they have these roll of ads now that just roll as soon as you go to the stream. Yeah. I don't run a lot of ads. I should probably run more so like Twitch can go, "Oh, this guy knows." Like he knows that's how, we make money.
That's how we make our money.
Yeah. So I should every 4 hours, every 3 hours, I should run like a 60-second ad.
I have my thoughts on that aspect. I don't mind ads. I don't mind Twitch serving up ads. I don't mind even if if you did roll a 60-second ad.
Right.
Like that's fine. With the ones who do it like over excessively, like in the middle of like a hot moment, like whatever they're doing.
Dr. Disrespect. He does that. He puts his advertisement, he puts his ad on right when he's about to say something or do something. He hits that button.
Man, it's that's the only time
you're like,
I'm like, see, I can't get behind it for some reason. I don't know. That's just a me personal thing, right? Like, I completely
understand.
I used to serve up ads every time I went on a smoke break, which is about every 2.5 to 3 hours.
Right.
I would hit it. I don't know. I kind of stopped doing it because like it felt a lot of the people who do drop in, you know, aren't subbed for whatever reason or another.
Right.
Can't afford it. Whatever. That's not my prerogative to worry about, and I'm just happy that they're there. So on that same token, I don't want to sit there and serve them an ad.
Right. Doug Sauce used to tell people, this is way before they had any of this stuff they've got today. But he used to tell people, said, listen, I know you guys have got ad block. I've got ad block too, but this is what you do. Open my stream up on another tab. Turn the ad block off on that tab and just turn the quality down real low. And I'll just run a bunch of ads. I'm like, that's fucking genius. That's so smart. Yeah.
That's
awesome.
That's gaming the system. That's all that matters, right?
And I don't. They probably won't let you do that today. But this was a long time ago.
I don't know if they would or not. I bet they watch for that though.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't because they give you a
they cool down. Yeah, they give you a cooldown. A little ability cooldown on it.
Exactly.
But
dude, you have been literally amazing. Where can people find you and what you're doing?
www.bossbeardman.com, which will redirect you to twitch.tv/bossbeardman.
Really?
Would you like to know the story of why I have my website?
Yes, I need to know.
When I first started streaming, somebody said, "Hey, you should get your URL because you could like get really popular, and some son of a bitch could get your URL." And I'm like, I better do that. And I went to like a place, got my URL, and then I had it, and people are like, "Hey, you should get your URL." I'm like, "I got it. Don't worry about it." And they go, "Yeah, but do you know that you can have it redirect you to your Twitch?" I'm like, "What the fuck? What you talking about?" And so I did. So now I tell people like, you can find out more at www.bossbeardman.com, which will redirect you to twitch.tv/bossbeardman.
That's smart. I know what I'm doing.
So you could do that too. You could.
I have the tab pulled up.
Yeah, you could actually buy your URL, and then you could go in and set it up where when people click on it, it takes you to that. The only thing I'd recommend is somebody told me this because everything's a learning experience.
Of course.
You want to go ahead and pick up that privacy thing. It's usually an extra $2.
Mm-hmm.
That way people can't see your real name and address.
Oh. Yeah, I don't want that.
Because if you don't buy it, people can look up the URL. And it says, this is owned by so-and-so, and they live in this area. Really? Even though I've shown my real name on stream like half a dozen times. I'll have a browser up, and I'll go to type something, and that fucker will fill in my name, my address. I'm like,
oh, yeah. No, you're right. I never thought about that.
I had somebody, a moderator, and I know you're ready to play Doom Eternal. I had a moderator accidentally copy and paste their address in the chat, and she lives in Scotland, and it was so funny because when she posted it there, I'm like, that's interesting. Why did you post that? She's like, delete it. She was trying to delete it. She was a mod, and she was deleting people's messages. She's like, oh my god, delete it. And I'm like, don't worry about it. Nobody will see it. Like nobody
saw that. It's okay.
Nobody saw it. Yeah. I had a dude post his accidentally copy and paste his Blizzard ID and password into chat. Did it multiple times.
Oh, password too?
Yep, username. I don't know what the fuck you would copy and paste it, but he did the username and password, and he's like, fuck. Then he had to go change it, and then like I swear to God, I think the next time we went to play together, he did the same exact thing again.
Oh
and
my God.
He had to go change it. Yeah, man.
That's
been a while.
Can you deactivate copy and paste? Because like that is brutal.
I don't know.
I couldn't do it, man. Like, my name's Brendan. Hi, I say it almost every stream. Like,
Yeah, my name is completely. Yeah, Brendan's a much more cooler name than mine.
spill.
No,
Ah, all right.
no, I got enemies.
I don't. Oh yeah,
I've got enemies. I'm got to keep it down on the down low.
I
Gotta
got
keep
you.
it.
I feel you. I feel you.
It's a very. It could be Dave or Steve or Michael. Could be John, Jacob, Jimmerheimer Smiths.
There it is. There it is. I was waiting for that.
You know, his name is my name too. Okay, well, thank you, and thank you for having me and asking me. I appreciate it.
No, dude, you've been amazing. We're gonna have to talk more because I got to pick your brain about some stuff.
Sure. Yeah, I'd love to.
I'm always down to and like I said, I've been watching you for literally since I started streaming. And when I was streaming Overwatch, right? Because everybody's like, watch other people that are streaming to figure out how to do it, right? So like, and you were one that I clicked on. It was the beard.
Yeah, my recommendation to anybody who would like to try to stream, do it. You can't hurt anybody. You don't hurt yourself. You don't hurt anybody else. And it's an outlet for you to do stuff, and you can see if you like it. And when I first started streaming, this was for anybody who happens to, if you want to watch this or something. When I first downloaded OBS and I did my first stream, I didn't fucking like it. I uninstalled OBS. I deleted the VOD. And I remember even Lyric, I remember Lyric making a comment one time that when he first started streaming, he deleted his VODs because he didn't like them. He didn't like his VODs. He didn't think they were any good. Yep. And then he said, fuck it, I stopped. And he said, I just stopped it. And I said, fuck it, I'm going to leave everything there. And that's exactly what I did. I said, you know what? I'm leaving every mistake, everything I say. I don't care if it's taken out of context. It's there. Yep. And it's a lot less stressful when you do it.
Yeah.
So, well, first time I started streamed, I was like, it's kind of stressful, a little bit of anxiety. What if I say or what if I do anything wrong? And I know you're ready to go.
No, dude.
I remember.
I'm not.
You're not? Okay. I remember the first time I called myself retarded. I was playing Overwatch, and a Reinhardt uses Fire Strike, and I dodged in real life. I leaned a little bit sideways, and I'm like, and I literally said, I'm retarded. Like I know I'm retarded, and I'm like, wait a minute, I can't say that. I can't say retarded. I'm on Twitch. Yeah. Like, you can't say retarded on Twitch, but I think you can call yourself retarded. I don't know, but
now you've said it on my channel like 7 times.
Yeah, but we can discuss the use of it.
That's fair. But
I remember when I said that, I'm like, wait a minute, can't. Oh, and I felt funny. I felt a little like, oh no, I can't do that. But,
it's weird. It's weird how the instinctual, the instinct kicks in as soon as it comes out of your mouth, right? You're like, oh,
like, I don't feel that way anymore, though. I remember when people used to say, "You cuss?" I don't remember you cussing at all. I'm like, "Fuck,
I really?"
Cuss. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, you piece of shit. How dare you?
It just goes.
Yeah. So I don't worry about it as much anymore. And you have to have fun when you stream. If you have fun and you enjoy it, it doesn't matter if you got 100 people or 1,000 people, as long as you're having fun. I guess I am lucky in the fact that I've got so many people who come by, and I've got 100 subscribers.
Nope.
I don't know how many follows I've got. I got a lot. I got over 3,000, almost 3,500 followers.
Yeah.
But that's mostly because of Overwatch. Overwatch is really easy to talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "You have a beard?" I'm like, "Yes." "Well, how do I know that?" www.bossbeardman.com. And they're like, "Bullshit, you got a website." "Bullshit, you do." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I really do. Come by and take a look."
Go look, man.
Yeah.
Promise.
And if you got an Amazon Prime account, you can attach a subscription account.
There it is. There it is.
I told my chat, I'm going to start pimping a lot more. I'm going to start pimping like 100%. If somebody says, "Hey, can you say this for me? Can you say something like this in a really cool voice?" I'm like, "You got PayPal?" Because if you got PayPal, we could talk. If you got PayPal and you want something said in a really cool voice, we could do it. Maybe.
I don't see anything wrong with that, honestly. Look. Why not?
No, that's what Duck Sauce did. He streamed, and he started doing voiceover. And if you've got that's so the people and I know there's people in my chat are like, "Oh my God, not this again."
Nah.
But people are like, they're like, "You have a great voice. You must do narration. You should do dictatorship or audiobooks." I'm like, okay. But people say that to me all the time, and I guess it's one of those things that once it gets in your head, you're like, maybe I should look into that.
Yeah,
maybe that's something that I should actually try to do. One of the very first suggestions that somebody made to me on Twitch was, "Have you ever heard of Fiverr?" And I'm like, "Not really." And they're like, "Well, Fiverr's a place where you can go and put yourself out there to do work for people." I'm like, "I'll have to look at that." A
lot of people do it for like stream overlays and stuff like that, but that's totally like you could totally actually get voiceover work definitely on Fiverr.
I think if I had to do like if I had to say what would be like a kind of like a future goal that I would like to do, that actually would be kind of fun. Doing like voiceover narration, something like that. I would actually like to do streams where I did more voice narration for the stream. If I was like doing questing in a video game or something, being able to read the chat, read it, or read the quest and play the game, which you're kind of able to do in World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy 14. I did the entire expansion of Final Fantasy 14.
Really?
And I did all the voice narration for that entire expansion, like every day for like 6 or 7 hours. It was so much fun. Final Fantasy 14 is a blast. If you've never played it, it's so good.
So you should totally like in with the age of the internet, right? Like the ease of access for being able to do anything like that is zero cost entry, right? You can just throw your stuff out there. So like, dude, you totally should.
Why shouldn't I? That's the question I should ask myself. Why shouldn't you? Like why not try?
Yeah.
Why not create a Fiverr account? Why not do something like that? I should totally do it.
I mean, that's why I started this. I said, well, what's stopping me?
Right. Nothing. And it's not going to. It was something that I learned. And I tell people in chat, because people ask me like, how can I grow my stream? It's not going to be perfect. When you go to do it, you're going to screw something up. I used to drag my stuff all over the screen before I realized there was a way to lock it.
Yep.
I used to like somehow I would get on the screen on OBS and drag stuff around. I'm like, what? How did I do that? And then I learned that there was a lock that you can lock it to keep everything in its place.
You start figuring things out.
Yeah, you start figuring stuff. You're muted. I had a stream one time where I was playing Overwatch and I was muted for like probably like an hour or two.
Oh,
and somebody came into chat and was like, "Hey, you're muted." I'm like, "What?" And I don't know. It was a couple of games at least, but there was nobody in my stream. So I didn't know. This was a long time ago. And now immediately people would laugh at me today. They're like, "What are you doing? You're a professional streamer and you're muted? Please." But I had that happen, and they were like, "Hey, you're muted." And that person may actually still come into my chat. I don't know.
You shouldn't. If you ever stop by, the way that I kind of describe the stuff that I do is basically just a walking shit show. Nothing works right. I don't do half the things I need to be doing. Like if I'm going to break and I'm putting a video up there, I forget to put display capture on, so it's just showing a pause menu with noises in the background. Half the time, if it's paintball videos, it's just shooting in the background. You're like, what? Yeah, I come back and chat's like, "You dumbass."
And that's streaming. And like, here's another real example. I went to raid somebody one time. I went to host them long time ago, and it still makes me nervous to raid people because you never know what people might do.
Yeah.
But I raided somebody, and instead of raiding them, I left my OBS on, and I just had my browser open. So I was watching their stream on my browser. So I'm like, "Okay, guys, take it easy. I'm out." I get up, leave, come back like 10, 15 minutes later, and people in my chat are like, "What is going on? Like,
what is happening?
Like, why are we watching this?" And I immediately I just turned the stream off. And I'm like, that was kind of like, I could have you could walked around making animal noises. Because sometimes guys do that. They just walk around making fucking animal noises. You don't know.
Bet. Exactly.
And exactly.
No,
I mean anything. But literally a week or two later, I was watching Summit, and he did the same exact thing.
Really?
Like he went to raid somebody, and instead of raiding the person, he left his stream on, and he just had it on his browser. He did exactly what I did. So you're going to make mistakes. Like, it's going to happen. Now, it's not going to be as severe as those young women who accidentally turn their stream on and accidentally get nude in front of the camera. It's not going to be that extreme,
I mean, I call mine an accident, but
yeah, I'm not going to accidentally, But yeah, it's this guy in your chat says, "All right, Chad, I'm making a Fiverr, I know you love angelic voice. Fully hell random shit when no one is home. Yeah, people's yell. Yeah, when you're home alone,
Oh yeah.
you talk to yourself, like, and you like, so there's no telling.
No.
I sometimes I don't do that much because I don't want to fuck with my mic, so I don't want to like disable it or turn it off, so it's always live.
Yeah.
I do mute Discord. Like I mute Discord. I always if I'm ever doing something like banking, I always go to my stream and make sure my stream isn't live, because even though my lights aren't on, I still want to make sure.
Oh yeah, you always gotta double check.
Yeah.
Before you do anything like that.
Yeah.
Before you start cruising the hub, you got to make sure your stream's off. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I would definitely never have like a single button that turned my stream on.
No.
I would never do that. Like that would be, especially with my doofus, like my fingers, I would mash it in a heartbeat and just I don't know. Yeah. Yep. I've got buttons that I've just recently, after a year, almost a year and a half of streaming, I just now got my function keys to like change my scenes. So I'm slow. I've started doing a little bit.
That's why I'm working on I just bought a Stream Deck, so I'm kind of working on setting all that up right now. Yeah, it's
that's fancy.
It's pretty pitiful right now. Now that we're talking about it, I have my Go Live button in the top left, but I think it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Either that or it'll be a stream to nothing. I don't know.
Yeah, just don't do that thing that Asian girl did. This was months ago. Maybe it was a long time ago, but she went live, and she was completely bare ass, getting dressed, squatting down in front of the camera, and she was like live for like 10 or 15 minutes, and like her moderators were like texting her saying, "Hey, you're live right now," and I'm like, of course I don't walk around this,
Yeah,
I don't walk around nude.
No,
I might be in the minority. No, I'll have to ask my chat. I'm gonna ask my chat tomorrow. I might be in the minority. I don't walk around nude.
I don't either. It's weird.
I don't do it.
I mean, I have a family, so like, but even when I was not, like, it was just, I don't know. I don't even like not having socks half the time. I just like being clothed.
That'd be hot as fuck. What part of the country are you in?
I'm in Atlanta.
Oh, you're in Georgia.
Yep.
Well, I'm in Georgia. I'm in Georgia too. Hot.
Wait.
It's hot, isn't it?
Yeah, dude. What happened? It's like 80 degrees now.
Yeah. I'm sweating. I turned my AC off so the audio would be clear. But yes, 80. It was a couple of days ago. It was cool, but here it is, 80.
It's 80
this
again,
is Georgia, man.
I can't do it.
It's going to be hot.
I can't.
Are you from Georgia?
No, I'm from Florida originally. But then I lived in Europe for like 9 years, I think. So
wow.
I actually, up until recently, lived over there longer than I've lived. Well, not really anymore. I keep saying that like I'm 18, but
yeah,
a third of my life I lived overseas. So
right.
Like that's more home than anything. I don't know. It gives a weird perspective on everything, though. People talk about like, oh, I had to go out and go sneak out and go to parties and underage drink. I'm like, yo, I've been hitting bars since I was like 15. Like, calm down, boys. It's not that cool.
Over in Europe, it's a different age, right?
Yeah, Germany for a long time was 16 for beer, 18 for liquor. When I turned 18, they grandfathered everybody over to 18 for everything. But realistically, like the way that it worked was if you had facial hair as a dude, you're fine.
They were like, yeah.
You're good. What do you want? Yeah. Beer? Cool.
Exactly. Yeah, so. I am. It's going to get hot. It's Georgia is going. It's going. I think this is. I would be a. Now everybody in chat's like, what? I thought we were talking about streaming. No, these old men are talking about weather now.
All these boomers are just talking about the weather. Yeah. Look, it's going
to be hot.
That's this.
Which that one thing about streaming is you got to be comfortable.
Oh yeah.
That's why a lot of streamers wear super. I understand. I mean, the girls and the guys, wearing stuff. You see all their little nooks and crannies, but you do have to be comfortable. I wear like cut off sweatpants, t-shirts.
Oh yeah.
Like you have to stay cool. You have to stay comfortable because you're sitting in a chair for 6 to 8 hours. Honestly, there is no time. When I first started streaming, this is ridiculous to think back on it. I used to stream like 9 to 3. I was like, oh, it's 3 o'clock. Well, I guess that'll be the end of the stream today. And then I was like, that's pretty fucking stupid. Like there's really no reason to stop streaming. Like there's nothing. So now how I do it is I start. This guy says I look like I'm 15.
I'm glad you're paying attention to the chat. I'm not.
This guy, yeah, I'm looking at your chat.
I don't like
I'm used to doing it. Like I'm used to reading it. This other dude says, try Arizona. No, I'm Arizona is like a desert.
It's like 100. I'm sure that's Jester, and it's probably like 105.
Yeah. But they have marijuana is legal there. They can smoke. We can smoke weed though. It's not legal in Georgia.
But
eventually,
not yet.
Yeah, I've straight up told chat, like, marijuana becomes legal in Georgia, I'm definitely buying a pack.
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
I'll do it in a heartbeat. I don't want any other drugs. I don't want any pain medication. I don't want any hard nothing. But you give me marijuana. You give me the opportunity to buy a pack of marijuana cigarettes. And I will do it. Or the pill or whatever the hell it comes in.
You just pulled out the marijuana cigarettes. I love it, dude. Whatever. I love it.
I've been watching Boardwalk Empire clips on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm going back to the 1920s.
That's fair. I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
Boardwalk Empire was really good too.
It was good until it wasn't. It was one of those shows. It was good. It was like Black Sails. Ever seen Black Sails?
No, I haven't. That's on
Black
the list, but
really
my list is really long, so
it's real. It's one of those shows that it's like, oh, I can't wait to watch the next episode until it doesn't get as good.
That was like Lost. Lost did that for me.
Yes.
After season 3, I was like, man, this just sucks. But I kept watching, so
And you're like, oh man, there's a fucking polar bear. Why is there a polar bear?
That was in like the first episode too. It was so good.
I know, dude. Like, there's something in a tree. Pull that dude out. Like, what is going on? Then it was a smoke monster that sounded like a diesel engine.
Lost was good.
And I'm like, okay. Then they went forward in time and back in time, and you're like, these people have no idea what they're doing. They don't know what story they're telling anymore.
Who knows?
You can't do this. You can't not know how you're going to end your show. How are you doing that? What? That makes no sense.
Lost was a ride. Let's just say that. It was a ride. It like I said, I couldn't stop watching it.
I think I've watched the first 2 seasons of Lost multiple times.
Those are the best ones.
But right when it gets to that point, I just lose interest.
Yeah, once they open the hatch.
Right.
Or no, once they
Yeah.
It's did they open the hatch in season 2? Or is it the end of season 1? They blow it in season 1, then they do all the crap in season 2, and that's when they go out on the boat. Lost is all coming back to me.
Right. What's most important is that we both agree that Firefly deserved to be canceled. That TV show.
I'd follow you on that. Ever heard of that? Yeah, I'd follow you on that.
Okay.
I would agree.
You agree on that? Okay.
Yeah.
Normally when I say that, there's somebody who says, what did this fucker just say?
That's a show I never got into.
Oh. People love Firefly, so if you ever have a group of people in chat and you're like, well, as long as we all understand that Firefly was a terribly made show with horrible characters, unlikable characters.
I'm making sure I do that on community night on Saturday.
Do it and say Battlestar Galactica and Farscape were a far superior science fiction TV show. Farscape was a really good show. Farscape was an amazing show. Have you ever seen Farscape?
No, I have not.
Jim Henson Studios.
I'm writing that down too.
Science fiction.
You're learning me a lot today.
You like Muppets?
I love Muppets. I have
Farscape.
I have my Fozzie, my baby Fozzie.
Ah.
I'm a nerd. It's fine.
When you do your stream setup, are you going to have like an area to put like stuff in the background, like
I don't know,
toys, action figures?
No, I'm actually getting
Monster Energy drinks.
I'm gonna get my green screen set back up. Actually,
oh,
I just don't have it now because of this up here,
right?
Because it's one of the Elgato ones that basically pull up, and so it hits this constantly, so I can't do it.
Right.
Yeah,
I think I got to hold on.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
There it is.
I've got this oh, it doesn't look so bad on the actual stream.
No.
Yeah. I normally don't look at my stream, so this is kind of cool.
Is it? See,
it looks really good.
I always kind of have mine up just to make sure that nothing crazy is happening, or like,
right.
You know, but I got to try.
I do that on the OBS. So do you have your OBS next to you, and like you see your preview?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do that, but the stream looks better. The camera actually looks pretty good.
Huh. I never watch that. I don't keep my numbers up or anything like that either.
Oh. You don't look at your viewers? Nothing? Oh, I turn mine off too. That's another suggestion to people who are trying to stream. Turn your viewer count off. You can click on it and don't show it because you'll constantly be looking at that number. Mm-hmm. And you shouldn't really act any different. If you have one person For 20 people, you should be acting the same. And I remember oh God, this is another funny story about Lyric. Lyric made that comment that he used to talk as if he had people asking him questions. No shit. Like it's like a legitimate thing. It's it's like you should be talking like you got 500 people in your chat. And he said he used to like answer questions that nobody asked, which is like hilarious. But which makes sense. You know, it's you create this environment of back and forth.
No, it pays off in dividends.
Yeah, so I talk like I would do it anyway. I'm not ashamed to say it. I'd probably talk, you know, if I play an Overwatch, I'm doing the same thing that I would normally do. But I talk, you know, interact with people.
Yep, exactly.
Maybe I should become IRL. Maybe I should do IRL.
You should do it. You should do it. See how it works. You never know.
You never know. It might be big. Spend like 5 hours watching YouTube videos. I do that kind of anyway after the stream anyway.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
See,
when you end your stream, now you work though. So when you end your stream, you're like with the wife, with the kids and stuff.
No, when I end stream, so I stream at nights after they all go to bed. Right. So they go to bed. Okay. Well, they go and do whatever they're doing, right? Like the wife's falling asleep, my daughter is asleep, and my 15-year-old's probably up playing video games with his friends right now.
Right.
But then that's the time I come out here. So basically when I'm done, and it's normally about 1 to 2 in the morning, I click off, I smoke a cigarette, I check Twitter real fast, and I go to bed. Because I have to get up in like 4 hours.
Right.
Because, yeah.
See, I get up in the morning. I start my day super early, around 5:30, 6 in the morning. That's why, but I'm a morning person, so I like to stream early. Mm-hmm. And what normally happens, I have this really, like, I actually have a strong feeling to like really take a break in the afternoon and then stream again at night.
Yeah.
For like 4 or 5 hours. And I've been thinking about doing it.
What's stopping
because
you?
There's nothing other than just mental fatigue, because I had already been streaming, you know, for 7 hours, 7 to 8 hours. So that's another interesting thing, because I watched one of your videos and you were like talking to another streamer about, you know, the thought process. Mm-hmm. You kind of like you do have a fear of like somebody coming to your chat at the end of an 8-hour stream.
Yeah.
And you're kind of fatigued.
Yep.
And because it takes a lot of it's not physical when you stream, but it's a lot of mental fortitude to stay with it, to stay as perky and as, you know, interactive.
Yep.
And there is a fear that I have of like somebody coming in toward the end of my stream and my nerves are already shot and they see me like pissed off at Overwatch, and I shouldn't really worry about that because everyone else is that way too.
Yeah. I mean, it's a mental thing, really. Like, because you're paying attention to what you're doing, you're paying attention to chat, you're paying attention to, you know, making sure that you're not dropping 1,000 frames in 5 minutes, and you know, everything like that. It's mentally taxing, which is a perfect way for actually falling asleep. I just like literally I go, I smoke, I go to bed, I'm pretty much done. Okay. Yep, and I'm drained and I'm out, and then I'm up again at 5:30 in the morning. So, what do you do at your do you do physical or a lot of like? It's physical stuff. I'm managing a warehouse, but I also have to be the one to do everything as well. So it's a lot of, you know, manual tasks as well. It's not just sitting at a desk.
And in Atlanta too, that's busy.
Yeah,
in Atlanta, right?
Yep. And especially when our only customer is Home Depot, and we're 2 minutes away from the corporate office. Yes, I just doxed my work.
Yeah. Is it lumber? Is it lumber or appliances?
Bathroom stuff. So it's bathtubs, tile.
All that construction going on in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know I'm from Georgia because I said Georgia.
Yep.
Georgia.
See.
But I worked at Home Depot.
Really?
Yep. And Lion Slayer, a guy who hangs out in my chat, he worked at Home Depot.
Really?
So it's like I make this comment when I meet somebody from the South. I'm like, yeah, we're probably related.
I mean,
probably somewhere related. But I worked at Home Depot. I actually worked in appliances. I was a salesman.
Really?
Apparently, I have the characteristics of a salesman.
I could see.
And I worked in appliances and and bathroom supplies, toilets and sinks. Oh yeah,
that's what I see every day: toilets, bathtubs, sinks, and tile.
Yep. And I worked there for like a year and a half. And and if you're ever in chat and you see Lion Slayer, he worked in the paint department of Home Depot for years. Jeez. That's where he met his wife.
Wait, really?
He met his wife. You want to hear the story?
Yeah, let's do it.
You could tell him when you see him, to ask him about it. He's like, how do you know this? So the story goes, he was working at the paint department in Home Depot, and his wife's mother comes in to get some paint. His wife's mother goes back out of the car, tells her daughter, "Hey, there's this good-looking guy at the paint department in Home Depot." She goes in, talks with him, and they've been married for like 20, 30 fucking years. They got 3 kids.
Really?
Yeah.
That's how
that's how they met. Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
That is a story for legends, dude.
Yeah. And now they're married and happy. So it does happen.
Hey, look, it does. It does. That's wow.
Yeah.
It just took the walking in to talk.
That's all.
At the paint department at Home Depot bringing families together. Let's go.
Well, listen, I'm going to let you go because you need to be playing Doom Eternal, and I'm going to leave your stream on. You going to play it? Because I'm going to watch it.
Yes. So yeah, I definitely yes. Where can people find you at though? Other than
twitch.tv/BossBeardMan and all my social. I'm not smart enough to have different names. It's just BossBeardMan. I think if you actually Google BossBeardMan, it takes you to my Twitch.
That's just effective branding, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think I'm yeah.
Yep. You are literally the top result.
BossBeardMan. And if I have went to those websites, you know, that calculate your streaming, that show you your growth and your whatnot. I've gone there a few times and looked myself up just to see.
Oh yeah.
You know, just to see. But it's hard to say, man. I don't know if, like, you asked me about the goals for the future. Just to keep streaming, keep talking with people. Of course, I would love to have hundreds of viewers. I'd love to have thousands of subs. That would be like awesome. If it I'm of course I'm going to work for it, or I'm going to work toward it and try to get better. I think the key is to get better. Yeah. Because I was watching. I forgot who I was watching or I think I was watching one of those videos on YouTube where people were talking about being psychologically, you know, getting better at your things. And they said that people really enjoy watching people getting better. So whatever you're doing, as long as you're trying to get better or trying to learn, people will be entertained and people will want to share that experience. So anyone who wants to start streaming, even if you're new, they'd want to watch you because they want to see you experience it and get better.
Get better with it. Exactly. That's the entire really like of what we do, right? It's just constantly just trying to improve and trying to get better.
Just trying not to
and people along for the ride.
Trying not to break anything.
Look, that's hard. I break everything.
Trying not to break anything. Yeah.
Oh man.
Let's see. That's really about it.
Yep.
I just trying to talk with people, interact with people. That's what I do every single day. And sometimes I get super angry and super tilted because of Overwatch. I shouldn't play. I should stop.
Look, no. I mean, look, just play Overwatch.
Play League of Legends.
Oh God, no. That's more tilt-inducing than Overwatch.
League of Legends, is it? I've never played it.
I'm also really bad at MOBAs, so I'm pretty biased against it.
I remember when League of Legends first came out, and people were like, you should play this. You should totally play this." And I started. I think I did play it like one time. I downloaded it. And I'm like, this? Like, how is this like? How is this fun? Yeah. And I realize now what the competitive side of it is. You know, I watch Tyler one. Yeah. I love watching Tyler. Like LOL Tyler. I love all the streamers. Like, I love Twitch. Like, I love all the people.
I'm actually freshly relieved to hear that.
Yeah.
Because you hear a lot of people that are like, man, fuck Twitch.
I love Twitch. I think Twitch is great. Like I said, they provide anyone and everyone can stream. You can, as long as you're old enough.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can. There was this guy in my chat one time. He streamed one time. He streamed one time, took a shirt off, got drunk, and pulled out a gun. And that was the end of it. He got banned.
Really?
Like, yep. I'm like, yep. And I'm like, yep. There you go. Like, man, that'll do it. If you don't want to stream on Twitch, take your shirt off, pull out a gun, and get drunk. That'll be the end of your streaming thing.
Exactly. Shit.
Yeah. He might have got it unbanned. I'm not sure. But the next time we talk, we'll have to discuss the drama that I've been through, because that's something that you don't know until you've gone through it. The drama between subscribers, followers, moderators, MVPs, people who've been in your chat, the drama that can boil and explode in a split second like a volcano that is nice and quiet, and then the volcano explodes. And you look over at Twitch chat and people are pissed at each other. People demand retribution. People want, oh, yes, this guy in chat's calling Jester trash. They starting some toxicity.
I mean,
but like,
it's also
they
not
probably know
a lie.
each other.
It's not a lie though either. I mean, Jester is pretty trash.
Woof. But I'll tell you about that. Like, that was an experience. That was a hell of an experience.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do this again because you got stories to tell.
Oh yeah, I had when I was coming from Florida back up to Georgia.
Yeah.
On the day that I was traveling from Florida to Georgia, a group of people who got super pissed off in my chat the day before, or a couple days before, went to somebody else's stream and was actually talking bad about me. This is like so insane.
What?
And one of my moderators found them and screenshotted what they were saying and texted, and like they sent it to me on Discord. So I'm driving on I-95 from Florida to Georgia, and I'm getting these DMs where people are talking shit about me. And I'm like, these people, like, that is insane.
A bunch of assholes, man.
Yeah, man. And I sent it to my brother, and they're like, wow, they like really care about you. Like they're thinking about you so much
even that they're
carrying on this conversation. I'm like, wow, I guess so. But I'll tell you about that next time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's a hell of a story.
Dude, you've been amazing. Hands down. And this is also the longest episode we've done. And you know what? I'm so much happier for it.
I could
no, dude. Once that's the whole point of this, right? Is once you start vamping, once we start talking, like that's all it is, just a conversation.
I'll have to put some more thought into the what are my goals.
I caught you off guard on that one.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what because I always have felt like if I had to, like I told my chat this one time before, because I was playing a game, and of course I was playing a game and some jerk came in and said, oh, what happened? You had like 40 viewers and now you've got like 15.
God, it's the worst.
And I told him, I said, listen, if I had 0 viewers, I would just start over. Like I would just still stream, and I would just play the game, interact with people, and just start over and just pick up where I left off. But I have got a lot of really dedicated and awesome people who gift a lot of subs.
Yeah.
Do a lot of bits, gift subs, and that's awesome. You know, and every sub, every resub just is like so much motivation, because when you go like a couple of days without getting the subscriptions or anything, it does get a little demoralizing. But then you've got this guy or girl will come in and they'll resub, and they've been subbed for like a year and 2 months.
Yeah.
That's huge, man.
Especially you who's doing it full time too.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's where my anxiety was just skyrocket.
Yeah.
Especially because I have a family though too. So.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. But I believe I read one time that it takes it normally takes 3 to 4 years of streaming to build up a significant base to actually make it like. Fine. It also depends on how much you value your time.
Yeah.
If you have a really high value of your own personal time, you streaming. You shouldn't look at streaming as a financial as a way to make a living.
Yeah.
Now, if you have, for example, myself, I have a very small footprint. You know, and I'm super stoked to have 100 subs. I think that's incredible. It's really good. It's really awesome. People are like blowing up your chat. Skinny, small, skinny, tic tac, skinny. My bad.
I'm just.
Oh, this guy says
I ignore them.
Your boy, skinny penis.
Oh, hello. Oh my god.
I read Twitch chat. That'll also catch you off guard if you're one of those people who reads Twitch chat and somebody comes in trying to trick you to say something bad. You know, like you get halfway through and like you motherfucker, you almost got me.
No, I fall for it every time.
Yeah.
That's another video that's going to be coming out. It's going to be the gotcha video where everybody is just.
I could tell you about the time that I had a song request on. I did it one time. Song request. I had it on one time. Went the entire day. Not a single problem. Some son of a bitch comes in and starts playing those like songs that start out okay and then they throw out like the racial slur N-words.
Oh,
like you had to ruin it. Like everything was so fine. Then you had to ruin it.
Man, real. I see. I haven't gotten it. So I do song requests whenever we do certain things.
Right.
And then it just ends up being nothing but either metal or meme music.
It's what happened to me was this is just for you. Happened. Some guy wanted these certain songs to be played, and it wouldn't do it because it will only play songs that are classified by YouTube by music. I said this is a music song, so I had to go turn that off to allow him to play those other songs, and then somebody slipped it in. But when I had it on, I did it for like one day, God, a long time ago, and this one asshole played nothing but like 8-bit Nintendo music. I'm like, I ain't doing that shit again.
Yeah.
Because then you don't want to be the asshole to say nope and turn it off.
Yeah.
Because it makes you look kind of, because then you're calling these people out like your taste in music sucks.
It sucks.
I don't want to listen to this.
I just like, I know when I put song requests on that it's all going to be shit that I probably don't like. And I just accept it and move on. You know
what I think people do? I think people just mute it in their head. Yeah. Like streamers. I think that's what they do because Soda Poppin does the whatever Sunday where people donate like $5 to play like 10 seconds of a song or something. There's no way. I think he mutes his headset. I don't think he actually listens to it. I don't think so.
Might actually be smart.
Yeah. I know that would be kind of scummy, but I don't see how he can listen to all that. Think about it. That might work for you.
I'm actually thinking about this. I don't have to listen to Thug's terrible meme music anymore. That would be amazing. My life would be so much better tenfold.
It's 10 o'clock.
Holy shit, is it really? Oh my god, it is 10:15.
Okay, well, thank you once again. Thank you for having me.
It was a thank pleasure, you for coming, man.
The next time I'll tell you those stories about all that drama. People love drama.
We may do just a supplemental thing afterwards, just to talk about the drama, dude. It's been fun. It
was crazy.
It
just
blew up.
Juice. All of a sudden, just went crazy.
I love that juice.
You have a wonderful rest of your stream.
You do, brother. I appreciate you. Everybody go follow this man, BossBeardMan on Twitch, also at BossBeardMan on Twitter and on YouTube as well, which you should, get active on that too. YouTube is pog.
Yeah. I should do I need to do it. People have always told me that. They're like, you should make more YouTube videos because if you get on YouTube, it gets people more more people find you on YouTube and they come after you.
Yep.
Oh man.
It's just a lot of work.
It's a lot of fucking work. It's a lot of work when you stream when you stream basically like 10 to 5, you basically would have to take a day off. Like you'd have to take a day off a week to do all your YouTube, or what most Twitch users do is they pay somebody.
I can't do that. I have to control.
Right. I can't do that either. But I've had people offer. I've had somebody not years ago. It feels like years. But they offered me. They said, "Hey, I make these videos," and he actually made a video for me. It was edited and had a bunch of like cute, funny music. And he's like, "Hey, I could do this for you if you want to give me, access to make me whatever on your YouTube page." And I'm like, I don't know if I could do that. I'm not in a position to like, because I don't know, right?
Yeah, exactly. You don't know what's going to happen.
You got to be smart. Come. You got to be smart.
I'm looking now. Kiwi, thank you for posting those links in chat, by the way.
Cool. Thank you. Oh, that's me. Yeah, come by. I stream every single day by 10 a.m. Eastern. I normally and never later than 10. Sometimes I get on a little earlier, and I just go. Like most people will probably tell you that I end my stream around 5. It could be 5. It could be 5:30, 6. Right when I start getting hungry, I start getting a little fatigue, and I'm like, I need to go get me a sandwich, and then then we'll figure it out. But come by, hang out with me.
Yep, for sure. I do almost every time he's live.
Yep.
Dude, once again, you've been amazing. I appreciate it. Wave bye. You have to wave bye now. Wave.
Take it easy, guys.
There you go. And for those of you who are still here, please go ahead and follow the stream at twitch.tv/Nedley. Also follow the YouTube channel at Nedley TV. Go like, subscribe, all that good nonsense. I appreciate everybody's time. We will be back here. Give me 10 minutes ish, and then we're gonna play some Doom because I need to go get a drink and smoke a cigarette. I love you guys. Kiwi, thank you for being here, dude. Everybody, thank you. Doggone, thank you, dude. It's like, oh my god. Okay, boys, I love you. I will talk to you here and give me 10 minutes, and we will hit the live button again because I need this VOD. Kisses.